Good morning, YouTube. What is going on with this? Dirk here, GC Blues. And folks, boy, now, folks, I'm sorry I'm a little late with this. It's because I was getting the sheets done and I want to relax a bit before doing this and stuff. Boy, what a game tonight. I'll get to when we get to the Blues game. Um, Crazy schedule for tomorrow, folks, and I'll get into it tomorrow. But folks, I tell you, oh boy. You know something new? Look right there. Look right, it's right behind me. Yep, Pioneer Retirement Banner. That's the replica banner, folks. Only 12,000 people got that. I was one of the 12,000. Andy was another, my girlfriend was the other. So here we go. Let's get right into this. Now, folks, before we get into this, remember, if you come across this video and you happen to like it, give me the thumbs up doodle. It's very important. I would love it if you guys like this video. It helps promote it for more people to see it, and hopefully I get more views. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, I notice a lot of people come across my videos and they're not subscribed. Please hit the subscribe notification if you haven't subscribed yet. And you want to be notified when I upload a new video, hit the bell notification and say, hey, I want to know when Dirk of GC Blues uploads a new video. I would like to know that. And you get notified when a new video is uploaded here on my channel. Let's get right into it. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games on deck. So here we go. Starting off with Detroit at Buffalo. Entered the matchup, Detroit was 17, 17, and 5 and 39 points. Buffalo 11, 20, and 6 and 28 points. This game had to go to extra period, some overtime. And unfortunately, Detroit wins 3-2. Shots on goal: the Red Wings 35, the Sabres 28. Saves 26 for the Red Wings, the Sabres 32. Detroit was 0 for 1 on the power play. Buffalo was 0 for 2 on the power play. Now, despite the loss, Buffalo picks up a very important point, but they're still in last place, folks. There's still plenty of season left. Anything can happen. Detroit picks up is very important too. So let's see what can happen though. So that's one game I got wrong. Next game, Minnesota at Colorado. Entered the matchup. Minnesota was 22, 10, and 2 and 46 points. Colorado 24, 8, and 3 and 51 points. After 65 minutes, this game had to go into a shootout. And the results of that shootout are Colorado 1 for 2, Minnesota 0 for 3, basically in the third round. If Minnesota scored, Detroit will take a third shot, but that did not happen. And final score was Colorado 4, Minnesota 3. Shots on goal were 38 for the Avalanche, 40 for the Wild, 37 saves for Colorado, 35 for Minnesota. Colorado was 1 for 4 on the power play, with Minnesota 0 for 2 on the power play. Colorado picks up a big 2 points, but Minnesota, they pick up a point too, so there you go. Next, LA goes to San Jose. Enter the matchup. The Kings were 20, 13, and 5 and 45 points. The Sharks 20, 17, and 2 and 42 points. At the end of 60 minutes, the final score was Sharks 6, Kings 2. Shots on goal: San Jose 17, LA 41. Sharks at 39 saves, the Kings 17. Sharks had a 2 for 3 on the power play, with the Kings 0 for 3. A big 2 points for the Sharks. Very helpful. You never know what can happen. But folks, like I said, this is a long season. Anything can happen. So I got one team right. I'm one for three. I continue the streak. Let's see. Next is Montreal at Arizona. Enter the matchup. Montreal was 7-24-5 and 19 points. Arizona 8-24-4 and 20 points. At the end of 60 minutes, the final score was Arizona 5, Montreal 2. The Coyotes had 23 shots on goal with the Canadiens 26. The Coyotes had 24 saves with Montreal at 18. The Coyotes had 0 for 5 power play with Montreal, with the Canadiens 1 for 3 on the power play. Now for Montreal, this is their 6th loss in a row against Arizona. 6 losses in a row against Arizona. That's not good. And for the Coyotes, they picked up a very important win and very important 2 points. Next, Chicago at Seattle. Enter the matchup. Chicago's 15-18-5 and 35 points. Seattle 10-23-4 and 24 points. This went to an extra period and there was no score, so you know what that means. A shootout. As the results of that shootout were Chicago 0 for 2, Seattle 2 for 3. Seattle wins by a score of 3-2. The Kraken at 37 shots, the Blackhawks 27. The Kraken had 25 saves, the Blackhawks 35. Seattle an 0 for 3 power play with Chicago 1 for 5. So a very important 2 points for the Kraken. And Chicago, they pick up a point. So you never know what can happen, folks. Next was Philly at the Islanders. Entering the matchup, Flyers were 13-17-7 and 33 points. The Islanders 11-13-6 and 28 points. And when I get done with this game, I'm going to tell you something, okay? And at the end of 60 minutes, the Islanders win 4-1. Shots on goal, Islanders 31. 27 shots for Flyers. 26 saves for the Islanders, Flyers 27. The Islanders had 0 for 1 power play with the Flyers 0 for 4. So big 2 points for the Islanders. Now, folks, I want to tell you something. Originally, the Islanders were supposed to take on Columbus, and the Flyers were supposed to take on Detroit. Those 2 games got postponed. I don't know why. I think it had to do with something with scheduling on the Columbus side and on the Detroit side. Don't fret. No fear. So what they did, tomorrow, there will be a game in Philadelphia between these 2 teams tomorrow. That's right. There will be a game in Philly against these very same 2 teams. And when I do the pregame report for tomorrow, you're going to get the stats, okay? So just know, tomorrow, the original game between these 2 teams, the Islanders were supposed to host the Blue Jackets. We're supposed to host the Blue Jackets. The Flyers were supposed to host Detroit. Are postponed. And now the Flyers are hosting the Islanders tomorrow. Okay? I know. Next is the Predators at the Blues. Now, first off, these jerseys were worn. Okay, what you know. And we were told to be in our seats by 6. We were in our seats by 6. I got the banners, and it was a good game. The retirement was great. Seeing Pronger, his lovely wife, I had to meet his wife. By the way, Pronger, if you get a chance to see this video, if you do, your wife really looks lovely. I have to admit she is. She's a lovely looking lady. She's lucky to have you. And your kids are great too. Your kids look great. They're, seeing your son and your daughter. Wow. I think when you were leaving, I think your daughter was on the way. If I'm not mistaken, man. I could be wrong. But you had 2 kids already, one on the way when you left us. That's actually pretty good, I think. Uh, Before I get into this, Chris, I remember a lot of good stuff with you. You were indeed a good captain. It was great having you as a Blue. To know you through the years as a Blue. And even though you are now technically a Hurricane, because that's where the Whalers moved from, or should I say moved to? You never know. I think probably the um, Canes might retire number 2. They might. I really don't know. But it was a privilege having you as a Blue. I have great memories of you, and I wish you well, man, in your permanent retirement. You are indeed a Blue. In my book, and a lot of people's books. And it's great to see your number now up there with other people. Let's get into the game. Entering the matchup. The Predators were 24, 12 and 3, 51 points. The Blues, 22, 11 and 5, 49 points. First period. The Predators score on us. It was 1-0. They score again. 2-0. Boy, oh boy. Me and Andy were like, oh, here we go again. Don't forget, me and my buddy, we have faith in our team. And with my girlfriend at the game also, she's like, oh boy. I'm like, don't count this team out yet. Then the Blues score 2-1. Then we score again. And at the end of 1, it was 2-2. Second period. The Blues score. I was out trying to get some drinks. I had to get drinks. And the Blues were up 3-2. Then we score again. We're now up 4-2. And that's how it ended. 4-2. Going into the third. Then the Preds score on us again. Now they're down by 1. And then what happens, folks? We scored the 5th goal. We're up by 2 again. Then after a timeout, they pulled their goalie. That wasn't enough. The Blues win 5-3. This jersey's pretty good, I think. Shots on goal were 29 for the Blues. The Predators 35. The Blues had 32 saves, with the Predators 24 saves. The Blues were 1 for 2 in the power play, with the Predators 0 for 4. Big 2 points. Our 51st point. Let me tell you something. are now in second place in the division over the Predators. Because why? The Blues are 1-0-1 against the Predators this year. The first game against them, we got an O, an OTL. That game went into overtime. Okay, so we got a point against them. They got two against us. We scored two against them there. So we won this game. With that win, because of the overtime loss we have, we bumped up against the Predators. Way to go. And finally, the nightcap. The Pens at the Knights. Entered the matchup. Pittsburgh was 22, 10, and 5, and 49 points. The Knights 23, 13, and 2, and 48 points. And at the end of 60 minutes, Pittsburgh wins 5-3. Shots on goal. Pens 37, Knights 26. Pens had 23 saves, with the Knights at 32 saves. The Pens had a 1 for 3 power play, with the Knights at 1 for 2. Big 2 points for the Penguins. Anything can happen, folks. And the postponed game, once again, New Jersey at Toronto because of COVID restrictions in the city of Toronto. Okay, there is restrictions in Toronto limiting crowd size. Entering the matchup, New Jersey was 14, 18, and 5, and 5 and 33 points. Toronto 23, 9, and 3, and 51 points. So that is it. I thank you guys very much. And I hope you guys liked the banner. By the way, I did get a puck. I got player number 37. Yeah, that's who I got. Andy got Thomas, and my girlfriend Vanessa, she got Said. I got two other pucks, which are going to my work. Let my boss choose one, and my coworker gets the other one. He's actually my shift leader. I get the other two pucks. Like I promised Alvin. I promised my boss Alvin to get him one, and he gets one. So that's really about it, folks. So until later today, when we do the pregame report for today's games, I love you guys a lot. Thank you very much for watching. So, and until then, stay safe. Remember, the Lord's watching you. Peace.